How you doing, folks? Happy 4th of July from Massachusetts. It's Ron from RONSBEER Reviews and Tools. As you just saw earlier, you're seeing again from HOOK Brewery. A couple of locations. It says their headquarters is in Portland, Oregon. So we'll go with that. They initially started in Seattle in 1981. In Seattle, where they're having the riots now, and they're having riots or something in Seattle. But anyways, we'll stick with the beer. It's a lager. They brew the very similar same thing in an ale. Same label, but except saying lager, it says ale. So this Red Brook, I'll give you some information. This Red Brook, alright, Red Hook. Red Hook, maybe I haven't had anything to drink yet, and that's the problem. And I will go with my shot. And that's in a little mug, because I like to hold on. I can't slip out of my hand. It can't twist or anything else. I've got a grasp on it that I won't let it go. Anyways, to everybody in the United States of America, to all Americans all over the world, particularly you folks in military uniform all over the world, happy 4th of July. Oh, yeah. Happy 4th to all you veterans, living and deceased. I salute you. Oh, how sweet that is. So the Jackie Gleason. He's a 1950s, 60s actor. He was in one of those movies with Burt Reynolds, with those I forget the name of it. Well, they had the race car racing across the United States. He was one of the sheriffs, and it was him and his son. It was really a really a comedy that was very good. All right, back to the brew. Red Hook Brewery. Headquarters are in, like I said, Portland, Oregon. Founded in 1981. The founders are Mr. Gordon Bowker, B-O-W-K-E-R, and Mr. Paul Shipman. They're the founders, 1981. It is now under what they call, it's really, well, let me just give you the name. It's owned by Craft Brew Alliance. That still stays Red Hook Brewery, but it's under Craft Brew Alliance, which is a distributor for them. Also a distributor for Red Hook is Anheuser-Busch. So that gets a little convoluted on the reading. So if you would go to your browser and bring that up, Craft Brew Alliance or Anheuser-Busch, in both of them. It's distributed to 48 states of March 2018, so it gets around this Red Hook Brewery, and that's nice. What else do I have? It's a 6% alcohol by volume with 60 international beer units. That's kind of high for a lager. I don't know if that's right. That may not be correct. 6% could be. I haven't tasted it yet, so I shouldn't be going one way or the other, but it just seems high for a lager beer. All right, throw some little parts, some agua, some vasa, some water, H2O. It's cold. Ah, yes. All right, no further ado. You've seen the bottle. What is it in my mouth today? Huh? It's WINTERHOOK Hoppy Dark Lager. That sounds really good. Only guy I can take his glass off to read. Red Hook Ale Brewery, Seattle. They call themselves Red Hook Ale Brewery. Seattle, Washington, Portsmouth, New Hampshire. They're in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and Portland, Oregon. It says Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Now, Portsmouth is a nice city up there in New Hampshire. Been there a few times. All right, no further ado. We do have as a glass, correction, a mug of, I don't know. I got ice in it to keep it cold. I don't know if this is this was my dad's. Dad, rest in peace. He's in heaven. He's a World War II veteran. I salute him dearly. fought through France and Germany. He did get hit by a sniper in the chest. Didn't go through all his stuff. The sniper was probably a distance away, or the bullet wasn't meant to take him to heaven then. He was, what, 21, 22 years old at the time. But anyways, get to this here. Rest in peace, Dad and Mom. Rest in peace, Mom. Both my parents are gone. I just want to take a minute to say, are you folks out there that your parents are living, or one's living, whatever, talk to them. Say hi to them. Tell them how much you love them. Talk to them. You know how much I would love to have 10 minutes with my father or my mother. Just 10 minutes, just to be with them, to talk to them. Ask them questions that I never got to ask them, that I thought they'd always be there for some reason. I don't mean to turn this into a memoriam, but do talk to your parents. Ask them all kinds of questions, because nobody's here forever. So, with that said, rest in peace, folks. Rest in peace, all the folks that died because of this coronavirus. It's still around, but not as strong, but it's here. All right, well, I got this. I don't know what I was going to say is, this is with my dad's. He was big into boats, particularly four-masted schooners. He knew all the boats. He, the youngster, was born in New Bedford, the whaling city. In his young years, they moved quickly to Newport, Rhode Island. I think when he was 6, maybe, now when his dad died, and they went to, his dad was working on his boat at the time, and they moved to my dad lived in Newport, Rhode Island until he went into CCC's, Civilian Conservation Corps, and then he got out of that one to join the Army. That was the brink of, that was 1939, the brink of the war. All right, I will get away from the history for a second. I don't know if they call this a tankard because it has that lid on it. It's usually a mug, but for some reason, I think when they have this cap on, this tap on, it's called a tankard. Or maybe a tankard is one that are all metal, but I know that was a popular name back in 1400s, 1300s, 1700s even. Tankards of ale. A lot of the taverns in Boston see the signs, tankards of ale. So, if any of you know, leave it in the comments if this is a tankard or not, or what is a tankard. All right, we got the brew. I'll leave the history alone for a while. We got his Klein opener, thanks to CB82, Bearded CB82. I got to get on his channel. I got to have it on his channel in a while. He's on YouTube, Bearded CB82. He deals with the tools. He does some craft stuff too. He visits a couple of ladies, and they really get involved with crafts and kind of out in the bush sort of stuff, survival. Okay, here's the brew. I will stick to the brew because we're doing a review on this here. See if there's any water vapors. Yes, no, maybe. I was picking my blackberry. I got a big blackberry bush in the yard here, and I was picking it, so that's why I got I've got scratches and everything else from getting in there to pick the berries. All right, no further ado. Oh, that's brown. Whoa, look at that head on that. This may have been shaken up a little bit. Look at that head. So for precaution, I took out some paper towels with me. I think this might have gotten shaken up a little bit. I'm all prepared with that right here. We're gonna have to let that head go down. With the tankard there, if that's what it is. The aromas are maltiness I'm getting right away. But I want to say about the color on that head is light tan, very light. It's not a white head on it. The brew itself is brownish. It looks like orange overtones in it, actually. More orangey than brown. And it's labeled as hoppy dark lager. The hoppiness, the hops that they've used, I don't know what they use for hops in this. could bring the color brown in the malt especially, and if any brown sugars. I don't know what's in this, so what I'm saying, I'm not saying that that's in this, will bring some brownness to it. Roasted malt, maybe not really overly roasted to make it look like a stout or a porter. They're saying it's a lager, so for a lager it's a different color for a lager, because lagers are usually lighter and clear. Although I've had some lagers on here from Jack's Abbey that they brew a lot of different lagers, and they're of different colors, not as light as you would see with Budweiser or Narragansett or some of those other big macro brews. I won't go talk about other brews, because we're talking about Red Hook and Hoppy Dark Lager. So they're telling us it's going to be a dark lager. I will go with that. Get that up there. Oh, I'm getting some coffee. Maltiness. Yeah, roasted malt. Sweetness. And that sweetness is definitely coming from the malt. The malt is dominant. I did get a bit of that coffee smell. Chocolate. It blends. The coffee and the chocolate blend because of the malt, the maltiness that's in this. It's got to be roasted malt. Definitely a hoppiness in this. Definitely getting some hop. It did say 60 hops. IBU, correction. 60 international bitter units. All right, no further ado. Bottoms up, and happy 4th of July, folks. Mild. Malty. Bitterness at the very back, naturally at the back of your tongue, is the way your bitter taste buds are. A medium mouthfeel to this. Bitterness. Some maltiness, sweetness, but the bitterness is in the bottom of that. I know a lot of women don't, females in general sometimes don't like beer because they say it's bitter, and the beers they're drinking are lagers. And I would like to have them try some New England juice bombs, but they drink the macros and they think they say they're bitter. This is bitter. This is a lager, and yet it has 60 international bitter units. Excuse me.
Call from Isabel Alamo.
Hello, Michael. Hello. 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 Guess he's not there. Sorry, folks. And that wasn't my cell phone. That was a regular house phone. My cell phone's over here, and usually that's been ringing, but it's not. But anyways, back to sorry about that. I'm getting a little that sweet flavor of bitterness. It's combined, lingering in my mouth. A wee bit of alcohol separation, very minor, but can't pick it up on the aroma, but you can pick it up taste-wise, and it then turns to the bitterness. So I now can believe that there's 60 international bitter units in this. They say BU, 60 BU bitter units. Maybe they're trying to get away from the international chart, that's their 60, because like a lot of brews, and they have noted that the numbers that they come out with on the ABV, the calories and all that, may not be the same on every batch. So that really makes a lot of sense, because I know that myself when I used to brew beer, ale. I used to brew ales, and they were different. Depends sometimes how much priming sugar you used. It has a high bit of bitterness the more you drink it, it seems like. The malty hoppiness is turned just into hoppiness. It's going on a direction like an average brew, in a sense, which a lot of average brews are bitter lagers, or your average lagers, but this is a little bit more than I would say the average lager brew on the bitterness. They don't give any information, no information at all on the hops, or which would have been real nice to see what hops are in this. So I'll end this fast so you can get out there and have a joyous 4th of July. Even though we have this virus around, we still can have fun. We still can enjoy the family. Basically, distancing and having a mask on. If you're a distance away, 6 feet or over, you don't need the mask on. And if you're touching people, so have just 3 or 4 or 5 containers of hand sanitizer. Sanitize yourself when you're very within touch and so forth. Wear the mask and hand sanitizer. But do have fun. Enjoy the 4th of July. Get out there. Excuse me. I know one of my son up in New Hampshire, he's going to get together. They're going to have a great time at barbecue and so forth. So I'm glad to hear that we're doing. He's somewhat of a fairly newlywed. Still on their honeymoon, I call it, until after a year. And then you're in the married life. Good luck to them. I love them both. So with that said, folks, enjoy the day. When I get this again, I don't think so, but I don't really know because it's a lager. But there's so many in front of them that I like to get. It's hard to keep racking them up and have a line and say that. So, but for you folks, you should try it. If you like your lagers that are different, this is different. It's really a hoppy lager. Everybody likes the hoppiness, the IPAs. Try this. This is a lager that it's a beer and it's going in the direction of an IPA or a hoppy lager that is really nice to have. All right, folks, enjoy the 4th of July from Massachusetts, Eastern Massachusetts, I should say. Ciao.